Hi, my name is Patrick, and today I'll be presenting the persistent effects of pre-Columbian plant domestication on Amazonian forest composition. In this article, the authors discuss how Latin American societies from before Columbus's famous expedition in the late 15th century altered modern forested composition in the Amazonian basin, discussing how the domestication of certain plant species helped them overcome the natural environmental pressures that other native plant species needed to deal with. 8,000 years ago, when the plant domestication began in Amazonia, humans selected trees and other plant species to cultivate based on fruit size or other desirable morphological traits. In this study, 1,091 forest plots of the Amazon Tree Diversity Network, the ATDN, located in non-flooded lowlands of Amazonia were used in an attempt to classify plant species in order of domestication. Of the 85 domesticated species found, 20 of them were hyperdominant, which is 5 times higher than the expected number of hyperdominant species expected by chance. These domesticated hyperdominants were also found to be more widespread across Amazonia than non-domesticated hyperdominants. 70% of the domesticated hyperdominants are found in all of Amazonian regions versus only 47% of the 207 non-domesticated hyperdominants. The highest absolute and relative richness of domesticated species were found in decreasing order from the southwest to the northwest to the south to the eastern regions of Amazonia, with the lowest being in the Guiana Shield. The number of individuals from domesticated species ranged from 0 to 292. The number which is the abundance. The total number of domesticated species ranged from 0 to 19, which is the richness. The relative abundance ranged from 0 to 61%, and the relative richness ranged from 0 to 19%. In 4 of the 6 Amazonian regions, the relative abundance and absolute richness of domesticated species decreased with distance from archaeological sites and rivers, and in 3 out of those 4 regions, the relative and absolute abundance of domesticated species also decreased with distance from archaeological sites and rivers. The same is true for domesticated hyperdominance. On the contrary, non-domesticated hyperdominance did not seem to be affected by the distance from archaeological sites or rivers. In the southwestern region of Amazonia, the combination of rainfall seasonality, rainforest savanna transition, high cultural diversity, and a long history of forest transformation by pre-Columbian societies resulted in this area containing diverse and abundant assemblages of domesticated species. Higher concentrations of domesticated species were also found in soils with lower pH and in areas with shallower water tables. This study hypothesizes that humans probably chose to enrich the forests in the southwestern and eastern regions of Amazonia with domesticated species instead of settling down in areas that were already naturally rich with these species because of 3 reasons. Number 1, dramatic changes in phytolith assemblages, minerals found in all plants, have been found in ancient soils before, during, and after human occupation, indicating that forest composition transforms once humans occupy the area. 2, assemblages of up to 19 domesticated species that normally live in different areas with distinct ecological preferences tend to be more common in forests close to archaeological sites. And 3, species domesticated in one particular environmental setting were found in many different areas, but tend to be less abundant in areas associated with their known or hypothetical origins of domestication.
So, whoa, look at this plant with desirable traits. Let's move over here. No. Go. Whoa, look at this plant with desirable traits. Let's bring it with us to our home. Yes.
Fully domesticated species require human involvement, but incipiently domesticated plants, which are species that are new to domestication, can survive and reproduce without human involvement. Such is the case for domesticated hyperdominance as well. These findings are essential to helping unravel the mystery and the effects that pre-Columbian plant domestication had on modern forest composition in Amazonia, not only in terms of modern food security, but in terms of discovering the types of societies that lived during that time as well. It is also an essential step in understanding the effects that mankind has on Amazonian forests and how humans have shaped the forest as we see it today.